Hello, my name is Rich. I use the he, him pronouns, and you're watching my YouTube channel where I play amazing tabletop role playing games with friends. Or perhaps you're listening to the Open Hearth actual play feed, which is an audio only version of this Zoom game that we are playing. I say Zoom game in that we are playing a tabletop RPG over Zoom, voice and video. So there may be things that I show on screen that you won't be able to see, and I apologize. I'll do my best to try to describe it at least a little bit. It is Saturday as we play, which means it is time for Star Wars Saturdays. And this year, in the year of our Lord 2026, I am running games set in the Clone Wars era, which is fun and new for me. The game that we're currently playing is a quarterly of Jedi Hearts, which you might think, oh, Jedi Hearts, it's like Monster Hearts? No, sadly, it is not really. It is a hack of masks, a new generation, a Powered by the Apocalypse Supers game that has been reskinned for padawans who study under Jedi Masters with their laser swords and all of that cool stuff. It was originally created way back in like 2015, 16-ish as a hack, never published. And now found recently that there's a French designer who picked it up and added a bunch of new playbooks and the like, and you can find it on itch. So, hey, go look for it. It's cool. We are playing in the Clone Wars. We have gone through a number of sessions where they started off on the planet of Coruscant in the Jedi Temple. Now they have gone out into the world. This is during the Clone Wars. They've just dealt with a listening station and have returned after figuring out that there was a vergence there on the listening station on Golm, and they are returning to their ship, their new home, an Acclamator class assault ship known as the Beacon, which I think is a great name, and also hat tip to masks. So love that. That was a really fun bit of world building from the group. When they went on their foray to Golm, they went alone. Just the Padawans, the masters, the three masters who were traveling with them, did not accompany them. By the way, I was describing these three masters and their attitudes to my son, who's often my GM assistant, and he said, "Wow, I don't think these guys would even have lunch together." And I said, "I think you're right." But with all of that out of the way, let's go around the horn and introduce our players and characters. Let's start from the far right. Andesh, if you could, please introduce yourself and tell us about your character.
I could. I'm Anders, she, him. I'm playing Mil Tassan, she, her. Yeah, she is the Rancor, the equivalent or the reskin of the Bull. Um, she was a foundling from 1313 who was taken in by one of the Jedi Masters. And yeah, currently her love is Thana and her rival is Evnos. And I was not here last session, so I don't know how things went with the very strange happenings at the sensor station
That's
or
true.
communication stations,
That
whatever
is
it was.
very true. Yeah, the listening station. That is very, very true. We'll have to deal with that. Kay, if you could introduce yourself and tell us about your character.
Hi, I'm Kay. I use the she, they pronouns, and I'm paying Evnos Rolzol, who uses the he, they pronouns. He is the disciple, which is also, I believe, the disciple in masks. Or is it the no, it's the protege. It's the
I was
protege.
like,
I was
no.
wrong. I was wrong. Nope, it's the protege. Brain, good morning. Uh, yeah, he is a Zeltron who, until very recently, believed that his Zeltron family just like learned that he was a Jedi and was like, ah, yes, go find your happy path as a Jedi. This is where you're meant to be. Until recently, a tense conversation has told him that Saci, his Jedi master, may have been lying to him his entire life. Secret spilled by Sora, another Jedi master. So now we're going to deal with some possible repercussions or ramifications and finding out about uh, is your life a lie? Dun dun dun.
Indeed. And now we jump over to Mark, who is at Origins, live from Origins.
Yeah, live from Columbus, Ohio. Hi, I'm Mark, he and them, and I'm playing Alali Holstack, she, her. Alali is our hotshot, who is wielding one of her two lightsabers, fresh off of the mission and looking to just figure stuff out.
Last but not least, Stephen, if you could introduce yourself and tell us about your character.
Hi, my name is Steven. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm playing Thana Boer, whose pronouns are they, them. And Thana is an albino Mon Calamari or Mon and has kind of been trying to keep everyone together, but it's a struggle. I think that they have a lot of internal conflict with how to make sure everything stays steady, but doesn't fall apart. And yeah,
All right. Well, let's work together to bring Dash up to speed and uh, play a little bit of Remember When for the session when Nil was absent. So we began the session with Nil along with Thana, if I remember correctly.
yes.
Um, and how did we exit? Because if I remember correctly, Nil kind of exited the scene pretty quickly. What did we do there?
If I recall correctly, there was a little bit of a fight. Um, and uh oh, Fauna tried to overcome and burst through and knock down Nil, if I recall correctly. Um, and I don't remember what we said Nil went to do at that point.
I remember at some point the character went was knocked out. Ooh, I'm so bad. I feel so bad about this. This is a thing where instead of one thing, I could have been watching the previous session to remind myself. Let's see.
Nil was knocked out for a while. We took her to the we didn't want her to leave while we were still doing the stuff, so got her patched up on the ship and brought her back to hang out, I think, while we figured out the station stuff. I don't remember exactly what it was.
I think so. Nil was hurt. We took her back to the ship to get her patched up there at the back of the tank stuff. The ship then took off
Mhm.
to evacuate everyone. We went back
Yeah,
inside to take care of the virgins, and Nil stayed up to patrol outside.
right.
So was patrolling outside while we went back in. And just so you know, Undesh, we captured the virgins in Evnos's
Kyber crystal.
kyber crystal,
Yeah.
and we transported it back to the beacon.
Hmm.
Yep. See, I thought you just bury it and forget it, but you're bringing it back, which is
You captured the what?
A
The
virgins.
virgins. Yeah.
A virgin to the Force is sort of like the Dark Cave in Empire Strikes Back, or there's
Oh, okay,
another
okay.
cave in one of the
Yeah,
sequel
yeah, yeah.
movies. Yeah.
Hmm.
the mirror
Okay,
thing that
cool,
Ray went
cool.
through.
And it
Yep,
was
yep.
basically it was causing force visions, and it caused the this transmitting station not to be able to transmit anymore. And they had run into it because they were trying to get more water, so they drilled deep and they drilled
Hmm.
down into this virgin's form uh
Oh,
Did
cool,
in the
did
force.
Evnos do a tag scene where Yoda took the virgins to Dagobah, or am I misremembering that?
That
Oh,
was, yeah, that was a post
Okay,
credit scene, which I
got
thought
it.
was delightful and really creative.
I
Uh,
think I think the post credit scene was we basically had the virgins and we saw our masters transfer it like into a big warehouse, like
hmm.
in Indiana Jones style, where it just
Right.
kind of got buried. And then we saw Yoda come by, pick it up, and take it to Dagobah to eventually form the Dark Cave. Yeah.
Yep, yep. That was wonderful and very very happy making. Couldn't have scripted it better. It was great.
So the one question that my memory that I can't remember is how did Note get hurt?
Yeah.
I
So,
don't think I don't think I hurt them.
well, okay. In the aforementioned terrible Zoom notes, this is what we have. Thana planned to separate Nil and Kresh by having them search different areas while she observed Kresh's findings. During the investigation, Nil confronted Kresh with a red Data Crystal and attempted to attack him with a lightsaber, leading to a conflict where Thana successfully blocked Nil's attack and tackled her to prevent killing the technician. The encounter resulted in Nil being disarmed and restrained while Thana and Krish continued their investigation into the missing transmissions and reservoir issues.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds vaguely.
that sounds right.
Subdued Nil. Nil was knocked out during the encounter while Data Crystal was lost in the chaos. So, vaguely true-ish.
Yep.
And so I think Nil was... I effectively knocked out the character just so we wouldn't have to deal with that. Hopefully that makes enough sense, Adesh. You are muted. You're still muted, Adesh.
Trying to find the notes I made for who I had hold for so I could jump in and protect them.
You may want to look in old, maybe, if I didn't move it over. Hold to appear
Oh,
when
yeah,
they're in
yeah,
danger.
cool, cool.
Alali,
Yeah, of
Vulvith,
course.
and Thana. I'll move that
Yeah.
over to the newer
Cool, thank you.
notes.
I'll have a look there.
There you go. It's now moved over. Cool. Hopefully that was enough to go on. Embarrassed at myself for thinking of other things instead of, hey, I should help Adesh know what happened in the last session. Sorry about that. Apologies. We begin with the LAAT, the ship, the shuttle that you guys were on, arriving, going through the force shield, coming onto the beacon. We do a star wipe with... So Evnos, we've already talked through, so I don't want to replay, but we'd see with music, Evnos handing over the data crystal or the kyber crystal and a quick report to superiors. They take that off. They send off that kyber crystal. And I'm curious, which of the masters do we think ferries it? Ooh, from YouTube AI. Oh my goodness, I didn't even know we had YouTube AI to help us.
Yeah, you can just ask questions on the transcript apparently now.
That's awesome. So one of the three Jedi Masters, because this kyber crystal is so powerful and dangerous now that as a virgin society, it must take this back to the temple. So I am now going to allow you guys to help me decide: is it Isla Sakura, Seisetine, or Sora Bulk? Sora would be less inclined to take it back.
Like
He
it would
might even
definitely
argue
not be
keeping
Sora.
here to study it.
Yeah.
Seisetine would volunteer to do it, but Isla would do it if she's not aware of any potential problems with leaving the beacon unattended.
I will selfishly vote for Isla just because Stacey and Sora have possible beef over Evnos, and having them as the two adults while we send the actual adulty adult responsible adult away is just great drama instigator.
Sure. Any other arguments against Ayla Sakura being the person to take? Okay, great. Awesome. Then we will move her off the board. She was already in the Jedi Masters, but now she is no longer in our active cast. In fact, we can move some other folks into the past. Commander Lysa Vorn, Chief Technician Krex, Ledger, all of them are moving to the past because we are progressing forward into things. Let me get them out of here. Oh, look, I had in the NPCs tab, I had nil because it was an NPC last session, but no longer an NPC. We didn't get to have as much fun with RX-008 as I'd hoped, but that's okay. Rich didn't care so much about NPC droids anyway. So, I will ask... when you arrive back at the beacon, hand off everything. You guys are now released to rest and recuperate. You're informed that that the beacon has received an assignment, and Sacitine will give you your briefing, but you will be in light speed travel for half a day. And then once you're released to your own recognizance, I am curious. Fauna, what do you do? Where are you going? What do you want to do with your wee bit of free time?
So I think I go back to quarters and I lay down, but I think we can see that, I toss and turn and I can't really get any rest. So then I get up and I go to, do we have a practice room?
Oh, yes, you do.
Yeah.
That's the one where you destroy proxy.
Yeah. So I'm going to go back there and I'm going to start, you know, boxing. Like,
Awesome. You go into the practice room expecting it to be empty, and
mhm.
then Proxy, looking unaffected by all of the damage that you did to it,
Mhm.
activates. Welcome. I am a Proxy training holodroid unit. How may I assist you? Thana.
I am looking to train. Can you assist with that? I think I should train in my melee.
I am well equipped to assist you in this training. Do you have a particular form or Jedi or Sith that you wish to train with?
No, do your best. And I think I'm going to move to attack the droid itself, like in a very aggressive manner. Yeah.
Fantastic. Any any hey, well, let's have a cameo of so and so Jedi Master that Proxy becomes suggestions that folks will be excited by? This is your cameo opportunity.
Oh, I like the idea that that Proxy turns into a Wookiee.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe a Wookiee from the High Republic. We got punked. Sweet. So yeah, he shifts into the Wookiee form of as yet Rich can't remember the name of the Wookiee from the Acolyte. Kelnaka. There we go. So the Wookiee that had the top knot, which I thought was kind of cute for a samurai tie. So Kelnaka forms against you and roars very convincingly. And yeah, is there anything like a move that you're trying to hit, or is that just what you felt the character would want to do? Like, are you trying to blow off some steam here?
Oh. So I wasn't angling for a specific move, but blow off some steam sounds exactly right. What I was trying to do was I was trying to show how disturbed Thana was trying to come back from this mission and trying to settle out what their emotions were like,
Nice.
which I think is exactly what blow some steam kind of does.
It sure does. Blow off some steam. When you blow off some steam, roll with Renegade.
Okay,
Renegade is a 0.
blow some steam.
It is not impacted by a condition.
That is a 5.
Okay. So on a miss, the GM makes a move. Mark potential. Sweet. So Kalnaka as proxy is very skilled, deflects a number of your blows and comes back harder and harder, pressing you. And it does help you to forget some of the troubles that you are suffering under. But you are roundly defeated by Kalnaka. While you guys teaming up on Proxy were more than a match, or maybe it was just Ethnos, who knows? You are weaker than Proxy, and Proxy does not harm you, but there is a point when you are knocked to the ground and the lightsaber that Proxy holds, holds to your face, and Kalnaka roars at you in Shiriwook. I think that's what. Yes, I said it right. So first, demands your surrender. What do you do?
And you, I think I have a big sigh and nod and say, yield. I yield. And then I think I get up and I'm limping a little bit and kind of holding my side, where I've been worked over pretty well. And I think I nod and say, until next time. And I'm going to leave and go back to my area slowly, to the
Okay, and
sleeping
you
area
start to
slowly.
would you like notes on your performance? Which,
Next
of
time.
course, that would just be what Proxy offers. What about Nil? Nil, I think you come to, right? We'd said that you've been knocked out. So there was a point where things are a little vague for you in what was transpiring and I don't think you were ever even told about the Virgin stuff. So hey, maybe we should have just went with that. But anyway, you wake up, you're in your bunk. Um, who was Nil's bunkmate? I don't recall. Was it Thana?
Weren't we all four in the same?
That's right. Thank you
Yeah.
for that. That's great. I'm going to write that down as a note. All four in bunks. So who would like to be there when, no, not Thana, Lolly, Evnos, would either or both of you like to be there when Nil awakes?
Yeah, I feel like I would be there.
Cool. Yeah, I think I wake up and then I kind of start and like, what's going on? Where are we? What
We're
happened?
we're back on the beacon. Everything's okay. It's taken care of. You just need to rest. There was a lot of weird stuff happened. It's probably better that you were out for most of it.
What was it some kind of force thing?
It was definitely a force thing. People were seeing stuff. People were fighting with each other. I choked out a guy by accident. I didn't mean to. It was, I don't know. It's You didn't miss out. Believe me.
Well, I feel like I did, but
I mean,
did
there was a
we?
lot of learning, I guess, but I
But
didn't like it.
everyone made it back. We didn't kill anyone, did we? I don't
No,
like that look. You're not
no.
sure if we killed anyone?
We didn't kill anyone real, I don't think. Like I said, a lot happened. I probably need to search my feelings or whatever they do. But yeah,
But if we did kill anyone, I'm blaming the masters. They're the ones who sent us there.
they, they are pretty, their methods are, I'm sure they have their reasons. But yeah, uh, they
I'm not
sure
sure
put a
they're
lot of
good reasons.
they put a lot of faith in us. I don't know that it's always warranted.
Yeah, I wouldn't put a lot of faith in us.
It's like throwing someone in the deep end of a swimming pool and seeing who comes back.
Yeah. Well, every one of us made it back, right?
Yeah, this time.
Are we good with that scene? Is there anything more?
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Do you need any comforting or supporting or
could use it.
I
She's angry.
I am angry as usual. So
yeah. Let me do a roll of comfort and support and see if that helps you out at all.
sure.
Comfort and support is on this list. There it is. Roll. That is a big old 3.
Oof. But you get
Oh,
potential, so that's
I'm gonna
good.
mark potential for that.
sweet.
By
Awesome.
ordinary by 1. There we
So
go.
here's what happens. The door opens up, and Volley, the Twi'lek comes in. Oh, Nil, you're awake. Good. Good. Are you okay?
I think so. Yeah, I'm confused, but I don't know what happened. I don't know what was real.
Oh, a lot of things happen. Don't worry. You missed all the terrible stuff. I
Did I
need your
try to
advice.
kill someone?
What?
Did I try to kill someone? I remember someone.
I
I
don't
remember
know.
something.
I wasn't there for that. We all split up. But
Oh, yeah, I
I
remember
need your
that part.
advice. Well, you know about stuff because you've been outside of the temple. How do I get Evnos to like me?
I'll see you guys later. Bye.
And she'll take your hand. No, no. I know you don't. I know you don't like people like that, Lolly, but you've been close to Evnos too.
Ooh, Evnos is my rival.
Uh-huh.
Um, I'm not sure how I would try to tear Evnos down here.
How much of the
Oof.
Black Sun stuff did we catch from Epnos? How much do we know about that?
None.
Mm.
None. Okay, great. Yeah.
Yeah, I do think that only Volley knows about it.
I don't want to be like a Zeltron racist here, but is it okay if I play up the Zeltron thing a bit?
Go for it. Do whatever feels good for you.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good, but it feels
Sorry,
like
yeah,
what Neil
it
would do.
feels
Yeah,
in character and appropriate, not necessarily
yeah,
good. Yeah.
So I think Neil just looks Volley dead in the eyes and says, "Well, the Zeltron show up."
But you were like roommates. You're still roommates, basically. Like, what is he like? Because he seems to hate me. And I just I don't know how to fix it.
Now I'm trying not to, well, kind of, um,
It's your
because I
rival.
can't
You
get
can
rid
sink
of
your
my
roomie. You can
I
sink him.
can't get rid of my angry by hurting someone.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, I think I get up and kind of not quite shoulder Volley out of the way, but almost like push my way out. Well, if they don't like you, you'd be the first, and yeah, um, just walk out of there.
Cool.
Does that
Uh
count as hurting someone? I'm not sure. Like I was going for the emotional hurt there.
yeah, I get it. Of course Evnos wouldn't be hurt by this because he's not there to witness it.
Yeah.
Um yeah, I think that that's fine. Like she's okay. She's now doubting the whole
I can
thing
I
with
could
Evnos.
sharpen it a little
Sharpen
bit.
it just a little bit for me. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Um, ooh. Uh, yeah. You'd be the first, or maybe it's just that you keep fiddling with those head tentacles of yours. Uh,
Oh, making it personal. All right.
yeah. And then I just walk out of there. I'm being mean here.
I
I'm
know you are. It's great. It's very mean girl. I'm here for it. You can mark off that angry. Now she's hurt. Now she has a marked a condition. You've made her insecure, which is great because that's exactly what she does. She starts to stroke her Leku and she'll take off. Because, Alali didn't even want to be around when that conversation began. Evnos,
Yes.
you had given up your kyber crystal to
Hmm.
contain the virgins.
Yep.
So I like the idea of, after having had that conversation with Sora Bulk, you are summoned to Sacy Teen, and he's on the bridge, right? Because he wants to be advised of what's going on. So we come aboard the bridge of the beacon, the acclimator class. Is that how you would say it? Acclimator? ACCLAMATOR? I imagine that's how
That's
you.
yeah, acclimated. That sounds
Okay,
correct.
the acclimator class assault ship. I think it looks very like more white than gray, but not unlike Imperial. Like these are the designs that eventually become Star Destroyers. So we have um, the areas down here where there are folks on computers and they're working through the telemetry, and then this walkway above, and then the part of the bridge where commanders will stand, and the captain is there, of course, Captain Bex Kolos, and Teen is there with her. The two of them are consulting, and we see, just so we can like connect the dots, we see a Jedi starfighter taking off, and we know that that is uh, Ayla Sakura taking your Evnos, your Kyber crystal, back to Coruscant. And Teen has his hands clasped behind his back, but he senses when you arrive, and he turns. Come, Padawan.
Evanos goes. He walks forward. You know how when like you're used to having a backpack or like a a suitcase or something on you, you've just been like taking it around so long, so like suddenly you're like, oh, I'm missing this thing, and now I feel naked, even though you're perfectly dressed.
Mm-hmm.
I think Evanos is kind of walking with some weird like stiltedness in the fact that he doesn't have his lightsaber, or well, he has this little thingy, but it doesn't.
He's a
Yeah, it's like he
hilt, but
doesn't.
it's not a
Yeah, he's got
lightsaber,
his
right?
hilt, but it's not a lightsaber, and his is usually is double bladed, so it's a whole thing. So it's really not that big of a thing, and he's kind of walking like he's missing part of his weight.
Congratulations on your successful completion of the mission on Golem.
Uh, Thank you.
You served well.
That is the purpose of the Jedi.
Captain, thank you for your information. Walk with me, Evnos. And he starts walking down that pathway between all the other folks who are pretending not to pay attention, but these are all humans, right? There are a few clone troopers here, but there's a lot of the bridge staff who are not clone troopers. So a few humans and Aqualish, that kind of, just so I can have someone scream out that there's a trap. I'm just saying that right now. It's
Mhm.
just there. Anyone who wants to trigger the Aqualish screaming that there's a trap, feel free. But Teen walks and expects you to walk with him.
So I think usually Evnos walks like a hair's breadth behind when he's with Stacey, like that sort of half a step, you are the leader, I'm following kind of things. But I think as he falls into step, he actually puts himself side by side with Stacey and keeps with his stride instead of being like clearly a step behind him.
In the Iktochi, there's a moment when his horns, he turns and he glances and he notices it, right? This is a change. But he doesn't seem offended or bothered by it. You made a great sacrifice to give up the kyber crystal, the power to our lightsaber.
We needed something, and how could I ask something of the others I was not willing to do myself?
Mm.
It was also the biggest.
Size matters not.
I was not sure, given it was a containment intention?
I have, on my travels, occasionally collected other kyber crystals. And while I am generally a believer that we should not have attachments, I do believe it may come in handy at this time. I have a question for you, Evnas.
Then ask
Alali.
it. Oh,
Alali gave up her kyber crystal. Do you think that she is ready for another so that her matched pair will be functional again?
hmm.
And the door opens up and he steps into his small quarters. By the way, I think you've seen Sora Bulk's quarters. They're nice. These cot desk. That's
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
Is by far the small. It's like a closet.
I think before this mission, I might have said otherwise, but Alali proved themselves to keep a pretty level head and sound mind while we were dealing with difficulties that far surpassed our usual levels of knowledge.
Good. And he reaches for his little cot and he pulls up the very thin, like tatami mat sized mat. And you see there's a little case. He sleeps on top of this. And he pulls it out. It's a metal case and he opens it up and you see there are several kyber crystals. Are there any of them that appear to be periwinkle ethnos
Ooh,
or not?
I don't think there is. I don't think any of them are periwinkle.
There are some Jedi who believe that a Force wielder's spirit affects the kyber crystal. I generally believe that that is fanciful daydreaming, that it is a tool. And again, we don't wish to have attachments to these things. They are tools. Choose one to replace that which you've given up, Evanos.
Will I not get it back afterwards?
No, it is yours. Choose one to replace
No,
what you have given up, and it will become yours.
no, the one that Alice Secure has taken, they're not going to.
I see. It is possible, but it will be likely sometime. The virgins that is contained within that kyber crystal is very powerful and dangerous. I'm sure if the virgins can be transferred and the kyber crystal can be returned to you, that will be arranged. But I must be honest, Hefnos. You must give up that attachment.
You say you must be honest. Is that a rule you tend to keep in all aspects of your life?
I want to pause here. I just want to remind everyone else, I'm sure Kay's looking at it. We have one-on-one time. That triggers when you seek advice. I don't think you're currently seeking advice, right?
Not
You're
yet.
seeking
Yeah.
truth.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What is the question behind your question, Evnos? You know that I have been forthright with you.
My question is, have you been forthright with me, or have you mentioned before not liking, just moments ago, fanciful tales, yet I've been told you spun one.
you care to explain what fanciful tale you believe I have told you?
How did I
He doesn't
come?
seem upset, by the way.
Yeah.
Like if my acting is showing upset, that's not what I'm trying to portray.
Yeah.
So
And that's almost kind of helpful, I think, in a sense, because it's letting Evnos not leach into those emotions. So he's appearing decently calm himself. Would you regale me with the story of how I ended up at the temple?
I have been sent on a diplomatic mission to Zeltron. I sensed your abilities. They were strong. But of course, you were very young and they were uncontrolled. I had a conversation with your family and I brought you away from Zeltron so that you could be properly trained. That is what I shared with you before. It is what happened.
There are some details about my culture and about it that you did not speak to that I've heard before.
I tend to believe that people malign Zeltrons without any true reason. Your people are as good or as dangerous as anyone else. Your pheromone abilities, I have seen nothing but the right intention from you.
And Evnos sort of scrunches his brows together because it's not what he was talking about.
Right. Like
Yeah.
Safety has no
Yeah.
read on this and he's
Yeah.
not pushing you.
You told me that part of Zeltrons is they are, as you said, a good people. And yes, they are tied to their emotions, but they wish to seek what is meant for them. They follow those feelings. And you said that my family was happy to send me to a place where my abilities would find a home and its proper journey.
Yes.
That they gave me to you when you came, when you explained, when you told them. I will not mince words any longer than perhaps I already may have. Sora Bulk told me that that is a lie, that you stole me.
Interesting.
He said that my family wasn't just a happy group, that they were dangerous people. And evidence that I have seen is starting to pile up that that might be true, that there is some black sun group of criminals that my family is entangled with, that by my name and by my face I am recognized through.
And now you've come to doubt everything that I have told you because of what Sora Bulk has shared with you.
Yes, he has offered to be my master.
I see. And how do you feel about that, Evnos?
I would be lying if I said after recent events that it felt good to be wanted. That with you taking on another, it did not wound me. Obviously, I do not think Sora bulk is perhaps the easiest quick fix answer to that. After all, a lolly is their Padawan, and I don't know if I wish to do to a lolly if a lolly would even feel the same as I did. But they seem to think certain things I have that you have always told me to keep in check are a strength. And I wonder if that is something that could be worthwhile to follow, or if that is a dangerous path. I'm unsure. But how do I know to trust in you and your teachings if the most basic thing you told me beyond my name was a lie?
Evanos, if your family is somehow involved in the Black Sun, I am not aware of that. If this is information that you've come upon from your trip to the underworld of Coruscant or on this recent mission to Gulm, then you have more information than I do. Does that change who you are? Does it
You
change
didn't
your
answer.
duty?
You didn't answer the question. You asked another one.
The temple did offer a small appeasement to the Roslazal family. They were happy to allow you to go on this path. All of this is true. If the family is involved in the Black Sun, I did not know of it then, and I'm only becoming aware of it now based on what you are sharing with me. I would want to confirm it. Rumors about Zeltrons are dangerous.
Were they happy before they were given appeasement? Or did it take appeasement to make them happy?
I know that you have not spent time with Zeltrons, but they always seem happy, Evanos. And I do not concern myself in the truth or lack of truth in their appearance or demeanor. But they shared with me that they are happy to see you work towards your path. And I look forward to one day seeing Evnos Roslazal, the Jedi. I have, for years, for most of your life, tried to help you on that path. Now you are so close to becoming a knight. I hope that you don't falter.
Ooh. I think. Boop, 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 move tab, move tab. Oh, this is not going to go well, but I think in this moment, Evnos is trying to look into someone's heart.
Yeah, you should. It felt like you were dancing along the edge of that.
Yeah.
Please do. You look into someone's heart. You roll with ordinary, and you take a -2 and angry, which you are not.
But I
But
do
you're not
generally
very
just have a
ordinary.
-2.
You are not the most ordinary individual.
Oh,
Hey, a
wait, no, but
strong
it's, for some
hit.
reason it didn't take the thing.
It didn't
Just
take the thing.
So technically, I think it's an
Oh,
8. Yeah, for some
weird. You're
reason.
right.
Even
Oh, somebody zeroed that out and took out the formula. Let me put that in there for you. There you go. It didn't actually. Oh, you added a modifier. Why is it? Huh. I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
put
have
in
to
the
look into
modifier
that.
because it was.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I will figure that out. Sorry about that. I
Yeah,
will
good.
tweak it later, but yes, we know that that is an 8, which is good. It's a hit. Still, you still get a question, 2 questions. I like this version versus the Masks original. I think it's kind of cool. I think this was first time I saw this was Urban Shadows. I think of like you get to ask a question, they get to ask a question back. It's pretty fun. So you get to ask two
Yeah.
questions, he gets to ask one back.
Uh, what are you really feeling? And I think this is sort of colored by Evnos, like sort of opening up to the Zeltron abilities and seeking that answer.
He is very he's a mix of upset at Sora Bulk and disappointed that the events of just a few days have wrecked what he felt that you have built together for years. But he's trying to keep all of that in check with just his sense of duty and also an understanding that you're young, that you are an adolescent, and perhaps this will pass with time if he is perseverant. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to ask yours now, or should I do my
Yeah.
statement? Yeah.
What do you want him to do?
Ooh, what? I this is so rough. Poor Stacey. This is so not what he's good at. Um, I think Evnos really wants to see emotion here. He wants uh not necessarily fought for, but he wants reassurance that is backed by emotion, that is backed by some kind of maybe not necessarily passion, but something more than the stillness that he has associated his entire life with his teacher. That this sort of he wants he wants to feel the emotions. He wants to see that Stacey cares as much as he cares, and this is not just something he will placidly, you know, do.
I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah,
I'm so sorry that that's what FNS wants. Okay.
yeah, no, that's true.
You may ask your second and last question.
Um, ooh, oh, there's some good options here. What are you planning to do in response to this information?
Uh, he'll tell you after this conversation. I will ask Tuan to look into the connections between your family and the Black Sun, and I will have a follow-up conversation with Sora Bulk.
I wish to be there for your follow-up conversation.
I'm sorry, that is denied.
I would like to know why.
Because you are my Padawan for now. And this is my decision. And he's not telling you why, which is, I think, not normal for Stacey.
Yeah. And yeah, he's not explaining, and Evnos kind of his hand goes to like the hilt and he sort of plays with it a bit, even though he can do nothing with it at this moment. How am I to accurately evaluate which side I feel, not feel, I'm sorry, logically deduct is most sincere and accurate for what they've told me and would therefore be better for me if I cannot observe how you interact about the situation?
think now you are seeking advice from
Yeah.
your mentor, and you get to roll plus the label they embody.
Which is night.
Yeah.
Beep, beep, beep. No, please play nice.
No, be mean.
I don't have that's just a move. And then we're gonna
You don't
go.
have it. It's a hold on. Nope. Oh
No,
shit!
oh,
Breaking
well,
everything by clicking buttons too fast. All right,
I
so
think
none of your stuff's pointing correctly, but I've put in the 2 for your thing, and now you need to.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna uncheck that. Hey, a full hit. And it's not even pulling the stuff. So 10 plus. Mark potential if you follow the advice. Take +1 ongoing for as long as you do. Yeah. So how do I know what's true? He says, I think it is important that you search your feelings, that you meditate upon this, and open yourself to the force. And I hope that it will guide you to the correct answer. You may go, Evnos. Please ask Alali to come and see me.
And Evnos takes a moment, looks at the crystals again, but doesn't pick one up. If that is what you think is best, who am I to question it? And will go to leave the room and go find Alali.
Yeah. Okay. Alali, I think you just finished that conversation with Volley and Nil. Maybe you head off. And Evnos, where does Evnos find you?
I think I am. I've tried. I think I've tried to find some place where I can kind of like sit and think for a minute.
That makes sense.
Wherever that is.
Cool. Let's come up with someplace new. What do we think would be up in the upper kind of executive area of the ship? We know that they have a training room. We know their quarters. There's probably some
Yeah,
kind of
I think
small.
somewhere like with a outside view, just kind of like an observation deck or
Oh, what about if you're in
lounge or
like the
something.
engine room because this, of course,
Ooh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
We get like a separate. So there's an engine room up here that is cool because it's not active.
Yeah,
But it
yeah.
does have a viewport that looks at, where you're going. Maybe
The street, yeah.
exactly, and see all the stars zipping past.
Nice. Yeah, yeah.
Evanos comes in and doesn't even necessarily look at Alali, and it just says, "Come with me."
Well, come with you where?
You have been summoned.
By
Not
you?
no, by a master. But Stacey Teen has asked that I bring you to him.
ACT's not my master.
I'm sorry, were you looking for a response to the truth you just spoke?
Were you looking for a response to the truth that you? I've been summoned. Great. Let him wait.
What are you doing that is so important?
I am trying to figure out what's going on, and I just need a minute when there's not crazy shit happening all the time. And it sounds like if a master wants me for something, it's probably some more crazy shit.
You use the word crazy very liberally.
So I saw someone who wasn't there and apparently tried to choke somebody who was there that I didn't see. Does that sound normal to you?
No, and it's having me reevaluate things that I've said. I did not realize you choked someone. Who did you choke?
I don't even who so said I choked one of the engineers.
maybe it's best if you don't see him.
Right? He's got legs. He can find me.
That is not how Master Stacy usually purports himself or expects Padawans to purport themselves in response to orders.
That is another statement you've made.
And so is are you sitting? Are you standing?
I think sitting. Yep.
I think Evnos goes to take a seat next to you. Is that what Sora Bulk teaches you?
Is what Starball teaches me.
To not listen when called and to be brash and make others come to you.
Have you've met Sora, right? Sora's an intense person. And Sora tells me to trust what I feel in the moment. And right now, I'm feeling confused and resentful.
And you know that those are your own emotion.
Are they? You do you have a connection with anyone who might not be a good person?
Maybe.
And you think that connection might affect you in certain ways?
And so I think, yeah, Evnos has sat down next to you, assumed sort of like the meditative kind of position, somewhat similar to what I imagine that they would usually do. I'm unsure. And I think he really like looks at a lolly and like makes eye contact. And the reason I asked if you were sure if those were your emotions is because I'm feeling that way now myself, and I'm worried that perhaps I am leeching that onto you.
Oh, it's definitely not you. But if someone else does affect your emotions, they're still your emotions, right? This isn't just like regular, like stubbornness or anger. This is something dark. And I'm not sure if I should just sever that connection or try to pull them back. The masters have given up on them. I don't know if I can.
Is this a feeling through the force, or is this an attachment that you are scared to let go of?
I've been thinking about that. They say the force is like everything, right? So that includes our attachments. Isn't the force just another type of attachment?
You get the 404 error face for a minute as like Evans like hears that, and that's like so against all of the teachings he's gotten from Stacey. Uh Not from what I have heard and learned. The Force is not everything, but is around everything.
But what's the difference between a connection and an attachment?
I think an attachment is something your heart yearns for. It is warmth in your face, a thump in your chest. A connection is a tingle along your senses. It is something that you cannot touch, cannot actually feel, but you know is present, that is guided by particles you cannot see to tether you to something else. Even if that tether is loosely knotted and not long lasting, I think that is the difference.
I think it's a bit of both then.
And I think the best way to assess it, if it is a bit of both, is as a Jedi, or well, a Padawan, hopeful Jedi, what do you believe your calling is? What oath do you plan to uphold?
You know what? I'll make you a deal. I'll go somewhere with you if you go somewhere with me. And I reach out my hand.
And he narrows his eyes a little bit. Are we allowed to go where you're going to take me?
One way to find out.
And there's like a long pause. And then I think Evnos reaches out his hand, and you can actually see his hand is shaking a little,
Mhm.
despite sort of the passivity on his face. And he will take your hand in his.
Um, I would like to reach out and see if I can make contact with my friend. I'm not sure if that is looking into someone's heart or unleashing the force.
Yeah. So when you say my friend, just so we're clear, are you reaching out for Cyril?
Yes, I'm reaching out for Cyril.
And you're trying to draw upon Evnos here? Like together, you guys are trying to reach out towards Cyril?
I think trying to like I think I was planning on doing it myself anyway, but I think like, using Evnos as kind of a either a tether or anchor or a
Power
Excuse.
bank.
to bolster, yeah, something like so I just don't get like completely sucked in by whatever's gonna happen.
Amazing. Evnos, that seems to open up the possibility of you spending team if you would like to help.
Yeah, for sure.
I think you are unleashing the force to
All
extend your
right,
senses. So please roll with Savant, and you are -2 and hopeless, which you are not currently.
that's better. Okay, unleashing the force.
And I will spend a team pool to help.
Cool, that is an 8.
Okay. You can save the team because mechanically it's going to stay
Oh,
the same as 8
Right.
or
yeah.
9. But if Evnos is helping, then you get to share in the experience.
Yes.
Lovely. Alala, you pull Evnos with you and reach out with the force to try to communicate over a large distance. The beacon is now in light speed heading to your mission. And what are the first words that you say in your mind as you reach out to Cyril?
I think it is. I'm trying to. I think I'm trying to figure out, like, if what happened at the base was just the virgins messing with me, or if there was actually some of Seal coming through. Um, I think it's just where are you? Yeah, and whether that's physically or spiritually, that's up for debate.
Cool. So you reach out, you feel Cyril's presence, but there's something, there's a dark shadow to her presence. It seems different from when the two of you were so close before, oh, so long ago. And she becomes aware of you and Evnos. If this were shot, right, I think both Alali and Evnos would be standing side by side in profile, and we would see Cyril standing between the two of you, taller, Shistavinen, facing the opposite direction, also in profile. Alali.
And Evnos,
Evnos.
you knew Cyril as well, right? Just not as well.
Yes. Question real quick, Rich. Can Evnos hear this when Cyril speaks? Okay, cool.
Yes, that's why I tried to make sure you're in the shot. You both hear
Okay.
Cyril. Alali. Evnos. Where am I? Waiting for you.
Where are you waiting for us?
They didn't tell you, did they? Of course they didn't. Jedi Masters lie.
I think, Alali, you're so close that when Cyril says Jedi Masters lie, and you can almost feel it, especially through the held hands, this like spark of fear and concern that just comes off of Evnos, like a condemnation.
You know it to be true, don't you, Evnos?
I don't.
The Masters.
Go for it. No, you go for it. No,
yeah, like, the Masters seem to only tell us what they want us to know. I don't know if they lie, but they do leave a lot of important things out.
Half a lie is still a lie, Lolly. You'll never be free. They chain you to them. I can save you.
Are you sure your master is being entirely truthful to you?
Yes.
I think Alali finds that very funny. Like, I actually like scoffs out loud a little bit.
Do I?
Oh, go for it. Sorry, go ahead.
Do I sense that there's truth coming from Cyril? Like, does she honestly believe she is helping us, or does this feel disingenuous?
I think you might be looking into her heart.
Oh yeah, I guess her heart augmented by Zeltron abilities.
Except she can't smell you.
She's not actually there. Yeah. So now it's just looking into the heart regular style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There. Raw dogging this move. Sorry, it's such a gross phrase. Ugh.
Well, it is a hit. It's a weak hit again, which is perhaps more fun.
All right. Ask two, they get to ask you one as well.
I guess what are you really feeling is the question I kind of asked. You know, like, do they genuinely believe this, or that they're helping us, or
You get the feeling that Cyril wants to save Alali by bringing her in, or she will have to kill Alali. And she's going to ask, how can I get you to fall?
oh, how can I get you to fall?
Not just to doubt, but to turn on the Jedi.
I have a bit of a two-pronged answer. Is that okay? I don't think it's like a singular thing.
I think Stacey gave you like a three-pronged answer, so yes, it
That's
seems
fair.
to be okay.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that the very first obvious bit is to kind of show that both neither Stacey or Sora are being honest with him. Like, yeah, they're lying, and not only are they lying, they're kind of lying and spinning the truth for whichever way works for them. So both of them are lying to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think letting him experience, or giving him a situation to experience intense, overwhelming, positive, and or maybe even negative, just like emotion, to kind of feel to the fullest ability that he's always kind of covered in fog, and to realize that the Jedi have essentially, nulled him a bit for his entire life. They kind of put like uh, like a mutant, mutant mutant collar on him. Essentially, they've been so showing both that they've lied to him, and that they've not only lied from him, they've taken a core aspect of him away.
Cool.
Could I steal one of your questions back?
Yes, you can.
I would like to know how I could get her to join us. And by us, I mean, don't mean the Jedi. I mean us.
The padawans.
Yeah. And I think I might even phrase that out loud as like,
yeah, that's
if
great.
If you want to join us, you're right. Masters do lie. So why shouldn't we all just go off on our own? I'm willing to leave the Jedi if you're willing to leave your master.
That is very tempting, Alali. I've been so angry with you for so long. But you remain true, haven't you?
I have.
Alali has held fast to the fact that while she wields or has wielded two blades, that they are not both hers.
I know. She gave me the crystal she had saved. If I try to leave my master, they will kill me.
Not
They'll
if we
have
get
to
him
protect
first.
me.
There's a bunch of us and only one of them.
I don't currently have a lightsaber.
Ethnos didn't take the kyber crystal from.
No, he didn't take one.
Oh wow, yeah, that's true. Okay, then. That's right. Yeah.
So I think he's being honest. He's like, just as we're talking about being in group together and fighting a Sith, I don't actually have a lightsaber right now. Essentially, yeah.
Well, last time we saw Nil, I know she would be down for it.
Have no bristles.
If you help me to defeat my master, then we will leave together.
Tell us where they are, and we'll do it.
You're on your way to me now.
Hell yeah.
You must know that my master has arranged this. They are waiting. If you're not careful, you will all die.
I think with your help, we can do it.
I'll do what I can.
Look forward to seeing you there.
Evnos, you should get a lightsaber. You'll need it. And then she drifts away.
Yeah, I'll let go of Evnos's hand and break the whole connection.
Cool. I think that's where we should take our not really mid-game, but mid-game bio break.
Hey.
Let us pick up with Fauna. What do you wish to do? You've given. We'll kick off just so we have a. You're an hour away from your destination. No one says, "Hey, where are you arriving?" But you are from destination. The captain calls out for Bexcolos tells, prepare for inbound, and that we will be coming out of Lightspeed shortly.
So I think I've been trying to recover and rest, and I've gone back and forth. I started out in my bunk, went to the training room, came back, and I think I'm again trying to rest in my bunk to get ready for the events, the rest of our mission. Um, but I think I'm not able to get much rest. Um, who else is kind of around here? Is like Volley around?
Hey, Volley would be coming back. She looks upset.
I say, things aren't going like I expected. What are you upset about?
I told Alali that I liked Evnos, and then they went off together. They were holding hands. I thought she liked girls. But the Stavin she's always talking about.
You know that attachments aren't allowed.
They're not allowed, but they happen.
They
There's a lot of
do.
things not allowed. It's part of my nature. Bet it's part of yours too.
I wouldn't know. Um, what do you want to do about it? I don't think there is anything you can do about it.
I don't either. I don't want to hurt Alali.
Why would you hurt a lolly?
I said I don't want to. I'm mad at her.
Oh, maybe you should control that.
Don't know how. I can't stop thinking about Evnos. I have problems meditating. I feel happy when I think about him. It's not fair.
Are you sure you're really thinking of Evnos and not someone else of not another Zeltron? How do you know that what you feel is real? I'm not just being influenced. I mean, we just came back from seeing the Vergence, and the Vergence showed us all things that weren't real.
I mean, it's hard not to like Evnos. He's so cute. But like, I guess maybe it just woke me up being there, being close to him. Even when he was mad at me, I could tell there's something there.
Well, I think you know as well as I that you need to be thinking about our mission and not Evnos, because you could seriously hurt someone if you're not on task. Um, let's go spar. I'm going to spar. Let's go spar. It might help clear your head.
I'd like for you to provoke her to put aside her feelings and go spar.
Yeah, that's an 8.
Ooh, okay. So on a 7 to 9, they can rise to the bait, mark a condition, or instead, oh, for NPCs, rise the bait, do what you want, rise the bait, mark condition, instead choose one, stumble, air, overreact. I think she's gonna overreact and you gain influence over her. Okay. I'm a better duelist than you, though. I'm probably gonna do really well.
You'll have to prove it.
And she's going to overreact. She's going to pour everything into trying to defeat you.
Okay.
Um, you guys head to the proxy droid, brightens up, but you decide you're gonna fight with Volley, and she's afraid and insecure. So that's gonna go great. You're just seeking to blow off some steam? Are you seeking to offer her some kind of comfort or support? Are you seeking to gain some insight of some kind? What do you want to do
Um,
here?
unconsciously, I think I'm looking for some way to center myself, and I haven't been able to since encountering the Virgin. Consciously, I'm like, oh, Volley has a problem, and we need to make sure that she's not going to end up a danger for the rest of us. So if I can get her to center, maybe it can also help me to center.
Okay. So you
So
gain influence over her, and I think it sounds like what you're trying to do is help her clear a condition to be less dangerous.
yes, that
Okay.
sounds correct.
Let's have you comfort or support her.
Okay. That is a 4.
Hmm. That is mark potential.
Mhm.
And
Remember, I'm still limping from proxy.
yeah, I think you're still limping from proxy.
Mhm.
She she's an NPC, so she doesn't roll dice, but she is afraid, which makes it difficult for her to directly engage. And I think when you guys are sparring with a lightsabers and she's overreacting already, I think there's a moment when you underestimate her. Or maybe your leg gives way. And she anticipated you blocking a strike. And I think you need to take a powerful blow.
Okay. That is a 5.
That's great. It actually would be a 6 because you were
6.
afraid, but that's
Yeah.
okay. because it's still a fail. So you get to mark another potential. Um, I think that the lightsaber s- looks as if it would strike you, but you tell me, how do you stand strong? What does that look
So
like?
in the past, whenever I blocked lightsaber blows without a parry from my lightsaber, I've just kind of flowed around, almost as if I'm a stream moving through the air. But in this case, this is different. What this looks like is this is unusual for me. Hasn't been seen before, but I think I just reach up with my hand and block it using the force. So it just stops there in midway. And
Nice.
yeah, I think this is just strength coming through.
Nice. That's awesome. Volley is amazed and she stops pushing when she realizes what has happened and she takes a couple of steps back. Wow. Extinguishes her lightsaber, offers you a hand up. I should go. I And then she turns and runs away. There's a note mark at some point. I think when we shifted labels, we may have not shifted one down because you're currently one above, and I don't think you took the
I did
yeah
take an
you
advance, yeah, because I failed one earlier this session and took that advance to bump my normal up to 1 or up to 0.
oh okay
Yeah.
well then so you did the rearrange your labels so you choose and add +1.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll mark that advancement then.
that should be 4. Oh yeah, I did mark the advance.
Cool, got it. All right, let's check in with Nil, who just wants to punch something, and everyone's like fighting each other all around you. And where is Nil? We're going to be coming out of light speed soon, or of hyperspace soon. What is it that Nil is doing?
Yeah, I think Neil is still feeling unbalanced from that weird experience and being knocked out and not like experiencing the resolution to the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think I think she's going to try to meditate to calm herself a bit and center herself. Um, so I think she passes by the training room where Thana and Volley are fighting, um, and goes to there was some kind of meditation chamber here,
There
right?
is. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's going to sit down there and yeah, she's going to meditate on the mantra she got when they found their kyber crystals. The force is with me. I am one with the force, and try to um, find find some kind of balance. I'm not sure if that's a move or something. She doesn't have any conditions to get rid of. Um, ooh, maybe I'm doing this to try to look into someone's heart.
Ooh, interesting.
I think, yeah, I think she's trying to figure out her master. Volwif, is that its name?
Volviv.
Yeah, Volvif. Um, trying to understand why he thought this mission was a good idea, what his plans are for her. Um, yeah, I don't. Let me check the move just to see that I'm. Um, yeah, yeah. I'll look into someone's heart. We'll see if I actually get anything.
Yeah, this is interesting.
And oh, right, my ordinary is -2, so
It's gonna
sure,
be
this will be
great.
great.
Great choice.
Oh, it's a
Hey,
hit.
it's a hit. A perfect hit. On
Um,
a 7 to 9, ask 2, they get to ask you 1, 2. And
yeah.
I think you reach out and you tell me, do you think that you're reflecting on a conversation that you've had with him previously? Or do you think we're similar to what happened with Cyril, you're having a conversation with him now?
I don't think it's a conversation now. I think this is like reflecting back on multiple conversations that we've had
Like that.
um, through my whole training, trying to like put this experience into context of what he's been teaching me before and all of that. Which means, yeah, it makes sense for him to and maybe he gets his answer when we come back or something, and I encounter him again, or but whatever, he gets his question as well. But yeah, to um, I guess my questions are, well, first, my questions is what are you planning? And specifically in relation to my training.
Yeah. And so we pick up with a much younger Nil with maybe a cruder looking cybernetic arm. Um, and the two of you are at the temple, but it's only revealed when we see the lattice work of the sky because you're in the room of 1,000 fountains. And you don't have your lightsabers out. The two of you are tracking a very small animal, and Volthus is trying to train you on how to use your senses and how to remain quiet. And I like the idea that you reach out and it'd be like a uh, shoot, what were the rats? Womp rat? Like a womp rat, right? It's like a womp rat size thing. You reach out and you grab it and hold it there, and he's a werewolf man, right? He doesn't show many expressions, but there's a nod. We have some folks from Jim Henson who are like animating his face kind of stuff there. So he nods, and there will be a day when the trappings of the Jedi may not recognize you as one of us, but you will be. I am here to guide you until that moment, and the
Do you
rest is up to
mean
you.
do you mean I'll always be different?
Each of us are different. What is it that you want that makes you feel the same as others?
I don't know. I just know that they all feel like they belong here, like they should be here.
Hmm. Here is such a small place. It's a cage. I think if you do not feel like you should be here, that is not an entirely bad thing. You are meant for more than living in this temple.
Yeah. I think I think Neil back then didn't really. I think that was very abstract to her back then, but it did comfort her. And now that she thinks back on it, um, I think I think she feels justified in distrusting the masters, that they are not telling us everything, and that maybe she should not be here. Maybe she should not leave right away, not like when she tried to run away before, but have a plan for to think outside becoming a Jedi Master. I think that's the general thrust of her thoughts. So my second question. Huh. Kind of, I was planning to ask what do you want me to do, which is similar, but I think I'll ask that anyway.
And he takes the womp rat out of your hands, and then he sets it back down and scurries away. And he watches for a few moments. Nil, I have done what I can, and I will continue to do what I can to help you to find your feet and your path. What I want you to do is not only to follow. A day will come when you will understand your path, and it will not be the one that I walk. I hope that I have given you enough for you to know when to chart your own course, and that you have the strength to walk it well.
Oof. Yeah, yeah, that's just strengthening her opinion on that.
Yeah. And I
Cool.
think I'm going to go with exactly what happened in the chat as you've come out of this feeling, okay, I understand more of what's going. Door opens up, a lolly comes in.
Just
Oh,
he gets to ask one of me as well.
oh, I thought we'd said that he'd ask one later, but yeah, let's
Oh
ask the question now.
okay, okay. I just thought we'd resolve it now, and just
We
let
should
this
resolve
be.
it now.
Yeah, so we don't forget.
What are you really feeling?
I think Neil, after coming to this realization, I think she's feeling a kind of relief because she hasn't felt at home in the temple. And now that she has, I think, decided or come to the realization that she should leave at some point, she is feeling a lot more calm and at ease.
Nice. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Door opens up. A lolly comes into.
Guys, we're gonna go kill a Sith. Let's go. We're leaving the Jedi.
Yeah, is Evnos tagging along there, or is it just
Up to you. If you guys walk in holding hands, excited, I don't know.
I think we're excited, but we're like, no, we have something very important to talk about, and it involves going against the masters.
Evnos looks so nervous. He doesn't look as excited, but yeah, he's like standing behind or like half step behind Alali and like, yeah, because you're in the meditation room, right? That's where you were.
Yeah. So I
Uh,
think I rise to my feet and what what do you mean? What's kill a Sith?
Yeah, we need to go save Cyril. We're gonna get her back.
I know Alali has said that a lot, but there actually is.
But this time for real.
Yeah, Evnos is like, we just spoke through the Force uh, with Cyril, and
It was so cool. It was like she was right there.
She didn't want us to save her the last time.
she doesn't want to come back to the temple,
Yeah.
but she doesn't necessarily wish to be where she is now.
And if we don't, I think the plan was to kill us all anyway. So,
Oh, I think we're heading into an ambush. Yeah.
yeah.
What?
It feels
What?
like the masters did this on purpose. Maybe, I don't know. Or if I mean, I hope they did it on purpose, because if not, that just means they're kind of dumb.
Oh God. Evna's just like head to wall, like.
And Neil is kind of, yeah, you got a point. Not verbally, just like obviously agreeing.
Well,
Um,
they keep sending us off on our own for like training or whatever, and expect us to just learn stuff by ourselves. So why don't we just do that?
but
I don't need like a diploma or whatever to be a Jedi. We can just be Jedi, right?
I think technically you need it, yes, for
Yeah,
the term Jedi. I think you can be a force user without it, but I think technically to be a Jedi or a Jedi Knight, you do need the the diploma.
Well, they can come chase us down and tell us that we can't be it, but they can't tell us not to do it. So, I mean, they could tell us, but we can still do it. Whatever.
did
Let's
you did
go.
you did you talk to Thana about this?
Thana's next on the list, and if the three of us are together, it'll be easier to convince them, right?
Ugh.
I want to hear what they say about this. It sounds like walking into a Sith ambush
Yeah, but
seems.
on purpose though, instead of accidentally.
I'm not sure that's better, but
Evnos kind of like looks at you, Neil, and for the first time, there's agreement between your eyes.
which kind of makes me bristle a bit. So, but on the other hand, if we can show the masters that we can handle it, but we need to talk to Thana. Thana's really smart.
We like
Uh,
star wipe to you guys approaching Thana.
Yeah.
I think I'm actually kind of getting bandaged up from my fight earlier with Proxy and then with oh,
Volley.
Volley. Thank you.
Well, like,
So I'm actually just wrapping things up with like medical tape, gauze.
I would imagine there would be a small, like a B1 droid. Maybe you're doing the application of some, yeah, application, a
Perfect.
little bit of gel and getting you all healed up. And you guys come into the small flight med bay area. It's the executive, so it could handle like two people or two
Mhm.
beds, and then the little B1 droid.
Thana, get ready. This mission is gonna be out of control.
I know
It's
I've been
not a
preparing.
mission. It's
I mean, like
not a mission.
literally,
It's
like
their idea.
it's gonna be out of their control. We're out. We're
I do not
we.
claim ownership of this, Neil. Just putting that out there. This is a Lolly's idea.
I mean, it's my idea, but it's our we're doing it together, and Thana, you're part of us, so you got to come along too, right?
I mean, that's the mission, is that we're going to go along and once we come out of light speed, we'll do the thing. They'll tell us.
Yeah. Yeah.
The thing is Sith.
How did you how did you find that out? Did I miss a briefing?
Oh, not a real briefing, but like
Formal, not a formal one.
not a formal briefing. Yeah.
They
What's
talked
happening?
to they talked to and I keep
Cyril.
forgetting your name. Yeah, sir.
We're
Cyril's
gonna
on
rescue
board?
Cyril. No, Cyril is wherever we're going with their Sith master, I think, and we need to kill the Sith master, or else it's gonna kill all of us. I
Oh,
think it's a test, maybe, but seems like a bad test. But we're gonna do it anyway.
sounds really dangerous.
Yeah,
Um,
right?
and Cyril warned you, or Cyril is Cyril trying to help her master?
No, Cyril's gonna. No, that's a good question. Cyril said she was gonna help us.
I reached while we were conversing with Cyril, I did look a little deeper at her inner truths,
Oh, I should have done that.
and you should have. Uh, and I believe it is unknown in a sense. Cyril does not wish to be with the temple, but she does wish to be with Alali. And while I think if she felt it was necessary, she would possibly harm us. I believe what she truly wants, and if she had her choice to shape the world how she wished, she would leave with Alali. Not to go to the temple, but to go somewhere else just as force users.
I think we're all kind of tired of being told what to do, right?
I mean, but
Alali, is that what you want to do? Is you want to
Cyril
leave
included.
with Cyril?
I mean, it sounds like that's what we have to do. Otherwise, we just get bossed around the rest of our lives.
I think
Um,
I think my path isn't to stay at the temple. I think I don't think I think my master wants me to do something else. And there are other people out there who can use the force, who aren't Jedi or Sith.
well, there's those that fail the tests, and they're given other tasks to do. Um, I mean, are you opposing the temple?
So, Donna, does it sound to you like the tests are to determine how good we are at doing the thing or how good we are at following instructions?
What's the difference?
You can be good at something and not be good at following instructions, and you can definitely be good at following instructions and not be good at doing the thing.
Well, I would suggest that we definitely haven't been following instructions, but we've been good at the thing.
Right. So why do we need the masters to tell us what to do?
Well,
If we just like they said, if we just trust in the Force, we can't really go wrong, whether it's the Jedi or not, right?
Do you think you've learned everything you can from the masters?
Uh, I wouldn't. I don't know. They've got different things. Like I don't know how to paint, but that doesn't mean that I need to apprentice under a painter. I don't, right?
True, but it depends on what you want to do. Do you want to paint?
Yeah, not really.
Okay. Um, I think there's a move here somewhere. Is it look into someone's
yeah.
heart?
Maybe you are trying to look into someone's heart, or maybe Alali is trying to provoke
Yeah, maybe I'm
Thana.
trying to vote.
So I was looking at the questions for look into someone's heart, and they don't really make sense for me. Like, I'm not
I
trying to
feel like
get
I'm,
Olali to
yeah,
do anything specific.
I feel like I might be trying to provoke you if you're not convinced.
Feels like you
Sounds like
came
it.
in with the agenda of provoking, so let's
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
meet that promise.
Which I also have a 0 at. Great. And if the one if the one's to help again, that's an 8. So for PCs, if you do it, mark potential. If you don't, mark a condition.
And you're
Okay.
you're suggesting, um, am I going to help you in the mission to free Cyril, or am I going to leave the temple?
I think short term it is, will you help us free Cyril? Most likely by killing her master.
Oh, of course.
And
Yeah.
that may or may not involve leaving the temple afterwards. But
Yeah, that's the plan. So absolutely, that's not a problem. So I think that is, I agree and mark potential. Um, but I want to expand a little bit on the last part, which is it might include leaving the temple. My master just left. Um, so I'm like, huh, I will trust in the Force.
great.
Yeah, yeah.
It has the Force will guide us all in our paths that we are meant to be on.
Yeah, I think it does that whether we want it to or not. So whatever we
Yeah.
do can't really be wrong, I guess.
Well, we
I
can't be
don't know.
wrong. I
Yeah,
mean, look at the Sith.
Yeah.
That's when the door opens
Yeah.
and Sylphony CC strides into the room.
Oof.
Hey, it's like a party going? Was I not
Yeah.
invited to the
No, you weren't invited.
There was a plan.
ouch?
no, well, like, be nicer to Sylphie.
Right? Be nicer to me.
Be nicer to Sylvie.
Tana
You were
was
not nice
hurt,
to
and
Sylphie.
Tana was hurt, and we're taking care of them. And I kind of like blocks Sylvie and try to kind of push her out without physically pushing her.
Uh, it's fine. I'll and Evdos will walk.
B1 droid, what were they talking about?
Be one droid, if you tell him I'm going to unplug you, I swear to God. I swear to the
I think
Force.
I lean over to Nil or whoever's closest, and I'm like, is Sophie not going on the mission with us?
No, it's
Going on a
just
mission, but I
us.
don't think she's like on the mission, right?
Uh, Sylphie, you know what? What they're doing is so very boring. I need your advice on something. And Evdos will like go to like put his like go around like duck under Nil and like take Sylphie's hand and lead her out.
I think now is whenever Volley comes around the corner and sees you hand
Another
in hand with.
Yeah,
Yes.
you lead her
Steam got
out
what I was
and
putting
you
down.
you go down a hallway and we see Volley at the end of the hallway.
He's just holding Sylphie's hand. He's like,
Cool. You know, most boys have sweaty palms, but you don't, Sylphony says, as you guys are walking.
he's gonna lead her to the meditation room. He's like, I could use your advice on connecting with the Force, which is total BS. But he's just like getting her out of the room.
What are you guys planning?
I would not call any of this planning.
Oh, okay.
That is
Because you're the king of wet blankets, so I'm very curious of what they could possibly offer you to like flip on things. You seem really weird. The whole virgins thing, you were super into doing the right thing, and now I'm getting a very different read off of you, Ev. It's kind of hot, but I'm cool with that.
I think we see the if you can look at the keeper for those who can see it, it's the little blushy face emoticon. Like we get that image exactly like that's where that scene is pulled from. Is from that as he makes that kind of like unsure blushy face. Um, I'm not warm right now. It is an adequate temperature here. Uh, you're right. After the divergence and with the lack of crystal, I am feeling unmoored, which is why I wished to meditate, but found myself at a loss.
Oh my God, please just tell me what you guys are doing. I want to help. I'm your friend.
It's very dangerous.
I'm trained for danger. I have a laser sword. I use the force, man.
You have to promise on something that really matters to you that you will not share this with the masters.
Ooh. Well, I guess my title, it's kind of important-ish,
Your
sort of.
your connection to your family.
Ooh, dang, you go deep. Um, oh, okay, fine. Yes, I swear upon my connection to the CC family that I will not reveal to the masters what's going on.
And I think we reached the meditation room at this point.
Yeah, door
And
heading
yes,
to
he goes in,
Serenity of
and
the.
Ebdos kind of like does the looky round thing as if he could like see, like, is anything listening to us? Can anything hear us? Um, Alali and I made a connection to Cyril through the Force. She is with a Sith master, and they are going to be where we arrive.
And we
The
don't want
plan,
the masters to know.
the plan is to kill the Sith master
Okay.
so that Alali and Cyril can run away together. Neil and Fauna might be going with them. I've been offered. I don't know if I'm going. Maybe.
Oh wow. So wait, we're all gonna gang up and kill a Sith? That sounds amazing. They're super evil, and I'm like a good girl, so that sounds awesome. But it seems like a thing where we could just level up with the Jedi.
Cyril doesn't want to be with the Jedi.
Of course,
Alali
they kicked
wants.
her out because she's like a loser.
No, I think she got taken by a Sith.
Well, exactly. That's why they kicked her out because she's all Sith colored.
Uh,
So I
uh,
guess a lolly BFFing, trying to save her. That makes sense. But I still
and
think we could get something out of this way better than running off and because they'll hunt you down. You do know that, right? Like they trained us that those who are trained in the Force and will not learn the ways of the Jedi are dangerous to society and they will hunt us down. They have an army of clone troopers who will all help because they'll tell them, hey, clone troopers, not Jedi anymore. And then all of their, we do what the Jedi say will go away and then shooting. And we can only block so many of the bolts. I'm like to six before. Like, so anything more than six, I'm doomed.
yeah, you see just like uh the color kind of fades from Ebnos's face because so much is going on. He didn't even think about that aspect. He goes like kind of like peachy uh as the color drains. I didn't think about that they wouldn't just let people go if they wanted to go.
The reason the families give us up is because if they don't, they get in trouble.
Do you know a lot about that?
We
About
study it. Yeah, I do know a bit about it. Like my family didn't want to give me up. It was kind of an arranged thing. That's why I really want to be a Jedi Knight, so I can go back to my family and, Jedify stuff, but basically get out of all of this.
they seem well, Lolly and Nils seem to think that if you become a Jedi, you don't actually get to get out. You're just kind of under like another Jedi. Like it's
It's a
like one of
whole
those like
galaxy.
doll.
What are they gonna do, right? Like, as long as we're not openly a problem, it'll be fine. Go
I
along to
don't
get along, you know?
I don't think Nil and Alali can do that. Their personalities chafe at
They're super gonna be dead. It sucks though. I like them.
uh,
I guess, I'll tell you what, I'm in to kill the Sith, But I think me and you, we go back to the temple and we get accolades and maybe one or two of the trials and Jedi Knightify.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
We don't know any of this. And I've sworn that I'm not going to tell on you, so I'm not going to tell on you because I really love my family attachments, but whatever.
Do you
yeah.
Do you think would this be easier for you if you didn't have those? If you didn't know, if you were just separated from them and you didn't have
You
that
gonna
key?
Jedi mind trick me? I usually doesn't work so
No,
well.
no, that's not what I.
Oh, maybe it does, and I don't. Anyway,
Apparently I had a family like yours. Not exactly like yours, but there was a lot of them, and I've never met them, but they maybe wanted me more than. And are you happy to have them even though you are separated, or would you have rather just.
I love my sisters. They're the best. They're great.
Does it feel nice to be one of many, but one of many that's not just picked, but is inherently tied in a different way?
Yeah, yeah, it does. Evnos, like you, you've got us. I know you always want to put yourself like a half level above all of us, but you've got us. You're super Garthali. I don't know if you've noticed, but she's way into you. Like super into you. I don't know if you're doing some like Zeltron stuff with her or if it's
Not
genuine.
intentionally. I don't think so.
Well, I'm not getting anything. I mean, yes, we could totally make out, but I don't feel like that's a thing. I could make out with a lot of people. Anyway, okay, so we're going back to the temple, but we'll help Alali and Nil kill the Sith, and they can run off, and we don't know, and that's cool. That's fine. I don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. We have a plan.
I think so.
Good. We can be close. Like if you need I could bring you in. If you want to hang out with the CCs, we could 9 to 5 and then we could both go. If you want.
If I stay, from what Stacey said, I think, and this isn't me putting myself a half step above everyone else, but Stacey did say that he believed my knighting would be soon. So I don't know if our timelines would match up.
Well, I think if we take the credit for killing the Sith, we could both level up pretty well.
Maybe.
Cool. And if you make it a little bit before me, that's fine. I'm okay with it. I don't love it. But you have been sucking up to him pretty hard for years, so
I do not suck up. I just follow.
You are the suckiest of all suck ups, Ev. I
No.
love you in a totally platonic way. But seriously, you're a super suck up. Everyone knows. It's okay. Just own it, buddy.
Is it sucking up to just want to do the right thing and listen?
No. Maybe it's just the way you do the right thing and listen.
That's stupid.
That's the rules.
I think for once I hate the rules.
And she thinks that's delightful. And she says, well, we should probably, we're about to come out of hyperspace, so.
I was going to meditate.
Oh, you're going to meditate? Oh, that's good. Hey, when are you going to, like, I noticed that you haven't gotten a new kyber crystal. You going to deal with that, or just going to learn how to use a blaster?
I was, Master Stacey has one for me. I just haven't chosen it yet.
You want me to get it for you?
Well, no, I have to choose it from the groupings. They're different ones.
Just go inside a thing. No one can see it. Just grab the coolest one.
What defines coolest?
Sometimes it's color. Sometimes it's like how the gem is cut. Sometimes it's just like a raw energy. You just know when you know. You make everything so much harder, Ev. I'd go pick it for you. Do they have pink ones? Do they have a pink one? Do they have a pink one? Because I'll like swap out.
You know what? Yeah, go pick one out for me.
All right, cool. And then she will and head out of the door. And I think that's where we will end tonight's session with you guys, just coming out of hyperspace and off in the distance. We see a number of those droid donut ships, you remember? And behind that, clever-eyed folks will, of course, freeze frame, look it up, and realize that that is the planet of Seleucami.
Seleucami!
So, let's do our end of session stuff. It is in the moves. All right. The end of the session, each of you will choose if you grow closer to your teammates, grow away from your teammates, or grow into your own image of yourself. Let's start from the far right hand side. Nil, did you grow closer, grow away, or grow into your own image of yourself?
Ooh, it's either closer to the team or image of myself. I think image of myself. No, let's go with closer to the team because that happens so rarely. So,
Good.
what does that mean?
You tell us who made you feel the most welcome, give them influence, and you get to clear a condition or mark a potential.
So, mark potential. Who made me feel welcome? I gotta go with Alali here.
Okay. Alali, you already have influence over Nil, so you get to rearrange her labels, moving one up and another down. I'll give you a moment to think through that, and we will go to Evnos. Did you grow closer, grow away, or grow into your own image of yourself?
I think closer.
Who makes you feel welcome?
I think a lolly. I think having that philosophical conversation, being pulled in and included in the mischief, as much as he maybe doesn't necessarily want to actually be involved in it, but being included. Yeah, I think a lolly.
Okay. Well, when you're done with that one, Mark, you got to rearrange Evnos's labels. Evnos, you also get to clear condition, which you don't have any, or mark potential. And I'll give Mark a moment and skip over to Stephen. So, Stephen, for Thana, did you grow closer, grow away, or grow into your own image of yourself?
I think I grew away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Explain how you see yourself and why, and shift labels.
That's grow into my own image of myself, right?
Did I grow into your own? Explain how you see yourself and why, and shift labels. Yes.
Yeah, but he
Okay.
said grow away.
Oh, son of a! I'm dumb.
Okay.
Let me read again. Explain how you feel detached. Take influence over you away from another character.
I think that so I feel detached because the temple is the only family I've really known, and within them I've grown close to our group of padawans, and now my siblings are wanting to leave the family.
Mhm.
I think Evnos and Nil both voiced a little bit of reluctance, but Olali was all in. And I understand because, our sister Cyril left, but I'm a little freaked out. I'm going to take influence away from Olali.
Ooh,
That is
Alali
wise.
doesn't have influence over you,
I
as I can
do.
see.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, it was marked on Alali, but not on Thana. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I need to update all of that.
All right. And then finally, Alali, you get to
Okay.
tell us a whole lot of stuff. First, did you grow closer, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away?
I think closer.
Nice.
We
Who
seem to
made
be
you feel
coming
welcome?
together. I think we got to go with Evnos. We
Nice.
did
Thick
we
as
did the
thieves.
long distance call together. So
And then you give them influence.
yeah, so I think that means they get to shift me.
And then how did you shift labels while Kay is working on shifting labels for you?
So I'm gonna take let's get Nils. Oh geez. Um let's get Savant up and Knight down. Or Counselor
Oh,
down. Counselor down.
Consular down. Cool.
Yeah. And then we're gonna get Evnos Renegade up and I think Savant down.
okay. Interesting.
And then
Great.
Evnos gets to shift my labels as well. Who has
Yeah.
more
Kay, how did you shift
potential?
Lollies?
I think for a lolly, I am going to shift Knight down one. And I think I'm gonna shift. Yeah, I think I'm gonna shift Renegade up.
Yep.
I think this is yeah.
Makes sense.
You're renegading.
Okay. Sweet. So, let's take a look at Stars of Wishes. Wishes, I did not see Clone Wars action. I did not properly plan for this session because I didn't know it was going to be what it was, but that I'm okay with that. Actual fights with Separatists, no. Get your lightsaber back or lose it forever. Okay, you can blame Evnos on that. I totally had you set up to get something for something or something. Tug of war between Evnos, Stacey, and Sorrel. We definitely saw some of that, I think. You can wish for more if you want. So those are the wishes that I feel like we granted. By wishes, I mean one wish. There was one wish that we granted, and a bunch that are right on the cusp of a grantification. Let's do new wishes. Who has wishes?
I mean, I think whether it's next session or later, sounds like it's gonna be a big old fight with the Sith guy. So I'm looking forward to that.
I am out
Yeah.
next week.
Yep. Very
Um,
sad.
that's fine. Um, I don't know how to handle that yet, but I like the idea. So Sylphony just went off and got Evnos a crystal, right?
Hmm.
I want to see her come back with another one for Ollie.
She is because she's going to show up if they say, "Hey, I'm here for evidence." Oh, well, then take the lollies as well. Oh, great. I'll put that
Perfect.
one and that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I exchange mine for this pink one?
There is no pink one. Unless you desperately want
No, no,
Sylphie
no.
to have a pink
I was
lightsaber.
just joking.
Okay.
It's very cute. I feel like I could watch a 15-minute side quest episode, Rich, of you simply just playing Stacey and Sylphony in the same room.
Oh, my brain would melt.
uh, sorry, are you good, Stephen? Or okay. I'll throw some wishes out there. Yeah, definitely more of the master shenanigans. But I also want to see brothers. Now that we've got this weird like thing like brothers and sisters, and yeah, I want to see the brothers.
Wait, the brothers. Please explain further.
You said Evnos has a bunch of brothers.
Okay. Sorry. Just the brothers. Look, for some reason, I was hearing the theme song to the live action Super Mario Brothers show, and I thought that's not what Kay even knows exists in the world. So
It's
obviously,
true,
it's not asking for it.
definitely.
Sure. Dash, did you have any wishes?
I don't think I have anything specific. I just want all of us to get a good resolution for each of our stories. It feels like we're going to like go in very different directions, potentially, and that's interesting.
It's interesting, but also it's like, wow.
Hmm.
I think if next week was the last session, it would be a lot easier. But man, July's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird. Everyone's gonna have three characters, and we're gonna be running three stories, and it's just like what? It's like that season of Walking Dead where you're like, no, I don't want to. No, I don't want an episode with these four idiots. I want these other idiots to be fine. It's been a month since I've seen my characters that I care about. Anyway, sorry, it's going over some old Walking Dead damage. Awesome. And then she went last with wishes. You get to go first with stars.
Yeah, huge star for Sylphie. That was super fun. Just like poking at the I guess pretentiousness of the Jedi. That was super fun. I super enjoyed that. Yeah, and all the emotional stuff from all the scenes was really good and fun to watch and participate in. So yeah, I enjoyed being mean, which I usually don't. So.
I also enjoyed you being mean. It was delightful. Awesome.
Yep,
Uh,
that's it.
Kay, did you have any stars?
Yeah, for sure. Mark, that was a great philosophical discussion between two characters who really have not seen eye to eye very much. So that was just super fun to like play out and give them that kind of depth together. Uh, I love the way that you split the scene on Dash between like, oh, this is how we're gonna make this work, even though your master wasn't technically there. It was by like going into like a sort of backwards memory and seeing this like young uh Nil and having the fact of Nil be like, okay, well, Nil took this at face value in that moment, but now is understanding with growth the deeper meaning. That was really great. Steve, I love the Fauna choice to grow away. Uh, I think that is a choice, and I also love how kind of not nice Thana was, because Thana's always usually like the bring together, calm, and Thana was like, no, like get your shit together, stop mooning over boys, and is yeah, that was uh very fun. It was also very interesting. The an undercurrent of the Zeltron stuff was really great to see as like several times, both like, do you actually feel this or is this a Zeltron? What? And just a lot of back and forth about that was really cool to see in the many different scenes. And then Rich, I think I give you the star all the time, but I'm gonna do it again because I can. I just love your NPC work, man. They're so great. They're like the moment with Sacy and when you explained the depth of Sacy's hurt that Evnos could see but couldn't see, was really fun. And if we had an infinite amount of time, I could have gone on in that scene for hours. It was just great, phenomenal.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Oh, and real quick, all the Valley hand walk-ins, that was just fucking hilarious.
Yay. Mark, did you have any stars?
Yeah. Always just like having no idea what's going to happen and being amazing anyway. Um, I yeah, the I, I feel like the choice to go and reach out to Cyril was like really like influenced and built on top of all the other stuff that came ahead. If I just like decided to do that out of the gate, it wouldn't have felt as right as with like without all the additional like conversations and people coming to find each other and stuff. So like the kudos to everyone for just like creating an awesome environment for weird shit to happen. And then kind of like going along and picking up the gang to do whatever we're gonna do. And yeah, and then have started Rich for like having those NPCs to kind of throw sand in the gears or have foils for all those things. It's a great choice as well. Um, Otherwise, yeah, just really enjoy watching everyone. Looking forward to more of the same. It's a heist, yeah. It's
It's
a heist,
based.
only a murder.
It's heist coded for sure. Steven, did you have any last stars?
Yeah, I mean, it was great. I really enjoyed there were a lot of scenes where it was like I think someone said it in the chat, but like it was like you guys are off having this great philosophical discussion, and all Neil wants to do is beat things up and fight. And I'm like that, yeah, that sounds great. It was super interesting to see the dichotomy, It felt like a good TV show that would switch between those. I especially like Alali. going off and being like, oh no, you know, I want to see if I can bring Cyril back into the fold. And instead, Cyril convinced Olali, oh, I need to leave and I need to go off with you. And that was super exciting. Yeah.
Exciting and troubling. Goodness gracious. Alali's master's done such a terrible job of showing her the benefits of the Jedi Temple. It's great. Did you not know that they had like a special Diners Club card where they could like get free? It's fine. It's fine.
Unlimited
They
breakfast.
really don't talk a lot about both
No
of
wonder
them.
he wants Evnos after all that trouble.
Brainwashing doesn't always work.
Brain's just too dirty.
This was super interesting. I really enjoyed everyone embodying and exploring what a Padawan might be thinking or feeling. This might be why the masters keep the Padawan separate. Might be. It's wild. I can't wait till the next session. I'll be sad Stephen will not be there, but maybe that's why Thana survives. I don't know. So I think what I'm going to do is basically mission separate Thana out to do a different thing. That way we don't have to worry about anything along those lines. Cool. Well, with that, we'll
Do you have
bring
any
them.
Star Wars?
Oh, do I have stars? I enjoyed the little mentions of like, does Volley see that? Does Volley see that? Volley's in the all those suggestions are great. I enjoyed how Volley has grown to become maybe the most dangerous of you. Like it's very dangerous. She's so dangerous right now, and it's funny because I see you as players recognizing this, but playing your characters as not recognizing it and kind of stoking it and either pushing it down, pushing it away is really interesting. I a star to the reaction to Sylphan just saying, "B1 droid, what are they talking about?" No, I will destroy you if you speak anything about the. Imagine the droid with his big switching off, and that amused me. I had like a whole side conversation in my head of how that B1 droid would freak out. So I also like the proxy droid being better at Thana at fighting after getting pants the last time. I'm glad the dice were like, sometimes the hollow droid can not suck. So that was good. Looking forward to specifically this group because going to Slocum I had thought about for a bit. I actually used my son, the Jedi assistant, the GM assistant, not Jedi, the GM assistant, like, what should be the mission? He was like, what if they take out a droid factory? I'm like, oh, I know where there's a droid factory. Oh yeah, that seems like a good idea. Let's do that. So I had avoided, like, maybe I shouldn't have an overlap with the Apocalypse World game, but then I'm like, no, embrace it. Yeah, break all the things. It'll be great. So that's what's on order, and I'm excited about that. But that's not really a star. I just really like the way you guys are playing these characters. I feel like anyone who really knows Star Wars would be super angry at us, but I'm still having a really good time. So whatever.
As someone who doesn't know Star Wars, why would they be angry?
Because Padawans don't act this way. You're raised for a decade to understand why the Jedi
Okay.
Temple works, and you're making leaps of logic that totally is not indoctrinated in the thing. And they wouldn't have five Padawans running around together. Any blah, 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 everything, all the setup, all the premise, and all the reactions they would invalidate through canon. So
I mean,
Yeah,
this
and
isn't right.
in a
It's a good
teenage
thing we don't listen to nerds. So
right. In a teenage superhero story, there's all this angst and emotion and all that kind of stuff. In Star Wars, Padawans have very little emotion other than like anger.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah. There
that's
isn't a
why they
whole
would
lot.
be mad. Yeah.
Okay.
No such thing as romance between Padawans too. I mean, that's just. Ugh. Anyway, it's fine. I'm not impugning what we're doing.
Oh,
Like,
no, I was just
that's
curious.
what masks is engineered, masks the mechanics, and the engine isn't
Yeah.
engineered. So to be surprised by this means you don't understand what we're doing.
Yeah.
And that's okay. I'm not upset by it. I just occasionally go, boy, if they saw this, goodness, they would be mad. So that's okay. Awesome.
When Disney Plus airs the new pilot for this, they're going to be furious.
It's gonna be so bad.
Acolyte 2, the acolyting. Awesome. With that, we'll bring this recording to a close.